always want to do that. That's right. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen. That's right. You here, baby? It's another fucking podcast with your boy, your favorite cousin's favorite cousin, Bill. I am your host here tonight. You are watching the Drunk Banthas Streams channel. You're watching Nerds at Night on X, my ex Twitter. So it must be the Bantha Bunch Show. Oh my God, it's the Bantha Bunch Show. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Let's go. That audience applause is not meant to insinuate that you are applauding. It's meant to applaud you for watching, for joining us right here on the Bantha Bunch Show. Yeah. But, ladies and gentlemen, lately, we have not been doing it alone. Tonight, we're joined by special guests.
Use of said, well.
No, not him. Not him. We've got your favorite Jedi's favorite Jedi in the house. It's Jedi Master Grayson. Now that
what is up? What's up? Hello, you beautiful nerds. Very excited to talk about some nerdy shit tonight.
Yeah, nerdy shit. Tonight we're talking about the video game adapted television series Nerdy. Fallout Season 2, or Fallout New Vegas, as I call it, because that's the video game's name.
I'm gonna be very honest. Because I have been working on Does It Hold Up editing and editing the Stranger Things video today, and we just had a live today where I was talking about Pluribus with Nine and MG earlier today. Shout outs to them. But I legitimately forgot what we were talking about until you just said that. Like, wait, and I watched Fallout like 30 seconds before I jumped on. And I legitimately forgot what we were going to be talking about.
I am going to give you a pass, and that is for one reason and one reason only. Because I can't remember what happened in this episode. That's the only reason. No, I want to hear it. That's the only reason I'm giving you a pass.
Well, I'm curious about which episode, because we're talking about 2 through 4, right?
Well, I'm not going to do that. Sorry. If you were expecting that, oh my God, I would suggest that you go like, there's like other YouTube channels that have done that. So if you're here and it says episode 4, that's what we talking about, baby. No plans on talking about nothing other than episode 4 of Fallout Season 2, man. It was a good episode to me. I don't know about you, but I had fun. I thought it was a good time, and can't wait to talk about it or remember about it and talk about it. How did you feel about this episode?
I kind of binge watched episodes 2 through 4 this morning. Well, I watched 2 through 3, and then I watched 4 right before we got on. I enjoyed it, but there are certain things about the show that I don't really enjoy, and I'm like compared to, there are other shows that, weirdly, there are a lot of shows that came out around the same time the show came out, like Last of Us and Silo, that have similar ideas and themes, and I think that I just like the more grounded, mature, serious take on those kinds of ideas than the tongue-in-cheek aspect of Fallout. Though I really appreciate what it does, and ultimately I still really enjoy the show. When I was watching it, I was like, I'm kind of annoyed at Ella Purnell's character. She's kind of too stupid for me.
I mean, isn't that kind of the point?
It is definitely kind of the point. Well, it is definitely the point of her character. I just felt like maybe we would have had a little bit more growth from her, and a little bit more understanding of how the world works. After the first season, like after everything that she went through in the first season, but she still seems kind of naive.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was only. Yeah, she seems naive. That was not. There is no time gap really between that season and now. Like, they basically left. We're talking about maybe a few weeks, maybe a month. That it's been. I mean, I guess some months since they had to walk from LA. I guess to
Las Vegas. Yeah,
how long would that take? Jeez.
Yeah, just walking from there. Yeah, because I mean. Honestly, I thought that I really dug her character in the first season, but just by the end of the first season, I felt like they had established that, especially with everything that happened with her dad and just like all these revelations that she had, she would have a little bit more maturity, but she seems like she's got the same
spot. This is 4 days later. This is basically 4 days, 4 or 5 days later. It takes 4 days to walk from here to. I'm just saying.
I'm not talking about the maturity from
spiritual revolutions and just maturity. All of a sudden, maturity.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the maturity from. I'm sorry, I'm not talking about the maturity from like the finale, like from their trek from LA to Las Vegas. I'm talking about like all of the first season. At the end of the first season, it seemed like she was more mature than the beginning of the first season. But
the end of the first season is like 3 days after she left the vault. 4 days after she left the vault.
That's
this
fair.
Girl's been outside for maybe less than a month. She's been outside for like less than a month. So I wouldn't give it like, oh, she's supposed to have grown. Her character really shouldn't have grown much at all. We should be experiencing just like she should more she should be experiencing more new shit because there's nothing but new shit. Like everything she's gonna see from here on out is just new shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I think maybe hold on, did I share this? I didn't share this with everybody. I apologize any Nerds at Night people who wanted to join it and I just didn't share this because I'm an a-hole. But
disrespectful.
NATO, baby.
This will be a good time to play. Oh no, sorry.
No, nigga, what are you doing? Shout out to Fifth Bantha. What up, fam? What up? I don't know if I already said that. Again, me and Alex we're obviously faded. Cause right now it's weird.
Discombobulated.
Discombobulations taking place all over the place. Paying bills.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Have you ever watched a movie from your childhood that doesn't quite hold up like you remember? Well, you would enjoy our monthly series, Does It Hold Up? Where we revisit classic genre films with a special guest to help us determine if they're as good or as bad as we remember. It's a whole lot of fun, so you should check it out.
Please check out the Drunk Banthas channel. They clearly are ready for being seen at a higher level.
Back to the show.
Yeah, so go over there and check out the Does It Hold Up episodes over on the Drunk Banthas channel. If you're watching right now, you should know this is the Drunk Banthas streams. It doesn't get confusing at all. So the Drunk Banthas streams. You got us on Nerds at Night on Twitter, and you got us on Nerds at Night on YouTube, and you got the Drunk Banthas channel on YouTube.
Multi-platform. We got the Drunk Banthas Network, the Nerds at Night Network going on.
Nerds at Night Network.
Let me just play one more commercial.
And you don't announce the commercial. You just hit the
Commercial.
Have you ever had the thought, hey, I don't have a shirt on? Well, then you should consider perusing through the Drunk Banthas merch store. Just head over to the store tab on our YouTube channel to check out all of our very cool merch. There's legitimately a lot of cool shit there. Oh, I probably shouldn't say shit in a commercial. Well, but anyways, head to the Drunk Banthas merch store where we have hats, hoodies, shirts, mugs, and a whole bunch of other cool shit with our stupid name on it. Stay safe, my little Banthas, and may the force be with you.
Back to the show.
Cool shit. You should let me do the voiceover for that. Why you didn't send me that?
I was in the middle of doing many other things. I was like, let me just do this because I'm tired of saying this same script every day during the podcast, or every Monday during the podcast.
Saying shit every day or every week, every day week, it gets old. I mean, technically, you said it about 300 times.
Yeah, probably about 300 times. That's about
We've done 301 or 302 episodes of the Drunk Banthas podcast.
You know, I'd probably say like 250 because we didn't have the merch store open when we first started.
I feel like 100, but
like conservatively, yeah, like 200.
I'm gonna go with 150. 150.1, Bob. 150 and 1 cent, Bob. Actually, I'm gonna go $1, so I don't go over. I mean, so I don't go under.
Yeah, so Price is Right rules.
$1. So yeah, everybody in the chat, jump on in here. Let's get it going because we don't know nothing about the video game. Fifth Bantha says, now I get it. I'm not wearing a shirt. Cool commercial. Oh man, yeah, it was a pretty cool commercial.
Yeah, it turned out all right. Turned out all right.
God damn it! I don't know how that always happens. Sorry, it was echoing on my end.
Oh, yeah, that
I
sounds.
don't know how that happens. Don't know how that happens. Anyway, so you are a hater. Didn't you not like? Are you liking the show in general, or do you feel like?
Yeah, on the whole, I do enjoy the show. I think Wally Goggs is doing a phenomenal job as always. And the makeup for the ghoul and the backstory for the ghoul, like everything about the ghoul is just really, really interesting. But I just feel like it's just a little too cute sometimes with Elle Purnell, and I love Elle Purnell too. But she's a great actress. She's killing in the show, and she's had some phenomenal voice acting performances in the past as well. But as much as I thought that I would love the odd couple dynamic between these two characters, I don't know if it's just like chemistry between the two actors, but I'm just not really. I'm not feeling any of the scenes where they interact with each other. Like I'm liking the story, and I liked where everything ended at the end of the 4th episode, where the ghoul decides to make the unexpectedly moral decision to help out the NCA. But yeah, everything with the back and forth between Ella and Walton Goggins, as much as I like those two actors, they're just like they're not really meshing well for me. I don't know why.
Fifth Bantha says it's supposed to be that way. She's cutesy because she's naive. The go-lucky vault dweller, like in the game. So if you're not familiar with the game, see, I'm putting you up there for your shame.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know nothing about the game.
But even with that, like to your point, Fifth
Go
Bantha,
outside, nerd. Get out. Go. I ain't got time to be distracted by your worthless chime-ins. Go.
No, you don't get to keep talking when you get like third up.
Well, no, just to respond to Fifth, like to your point, I do think that again, like even if like the naive nature of Elle Purnell's character just carries on to this season, I'm not really vibing with the dynamic between her and Walton Goggins. Is just not as fun as I even expected it would be. Like I was so excited about seeing their dynamic at the end of season 1, but as now I'm seeing it, I was like, I don't really like this.
Well, yeah, I mean, like they're not. I don't know. You see, that's sometimes I think that's why you don't be liking shit. Sometimes is you just put expectations where there were none, and then like so then when it doesn't hit that expectation that you had, and they're not just you, but like to me, a lot of people end up in that situation when they don't like something because it's like, well, art like this. It's like, well, nigga, that was dumb. Y'all should have did this because I thought you was gonna do this. I thought you was gonna do this, so this was not good. So I'm just saying, like, I think sometimes that can give people preconceived notions as to what they think about it.
Yeah, and we talked about this before on the pod about just like how like with anything, especially like these big franchises that have a big following, you're going to be bringing your own like shit with it when you come to see the watch the show or movie. Like it's hard to be objective when you're bringing all these expectations of what you think the character should be or what you think should happen next. And yeah, I'm not immune to that. I'm sure that informed my perception of this season so far.
Well, I mean, it's like the reason you don't watch trailers, right?
Right, exactly.
You personally don't watch trailers because you don't want that shit being ruined for you. So,
right, yeah, it's hard to fight your subconscious. Yeah,
really ain't no difference. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can share something here without the sounds. I'm sorry if y'all can hear sirens going off in the background. But that is Los
honestly,
Angeles.
I couldn't tell if that was you or me with the headphones because there have been helicopters and sirens all day today.
Niggas run from police out here, y'all.
They ran from Koreatown to Santa Monica.
Niggas is running from ICE out in this bitch.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Niggas is like, oh, well.
Oh, you just made me sad.
Why you had to say that? That was seemed like that was unnecessary. You just want to say stuff about that.
Fit Bantha said in the chat, she's a drug addict. Now she's more fun.
See, that could be true. And then maybe see now. Look, this is the thing. What if? Oh, there's so much going on. What if you love this motherfucking show after this next episode? You just love her character. You just want to be like, oh yeah, girl, yeah.
I love drug addicts. No, like one of the things I was
hold on, before you answer.
Sorry.
I would say that there are a lot of chances now for her to have character arc. Like she can have a character arc because she's gonna have a drug addiction, which is gonna change her. And unless she gets over that, unless she doesn't get over that, then she's gonna have a character arc of sorts.
Yeah, for sure. And I always expected this season to be like her battling with her similarities and differences with the ghoul. Before this season even started, I knew there was going to be like a odd couple dynamic, but I also knew that this was going to be like a morality challenge for Ella Purnell's character. I keep saying that because I can't remember her name. But I knew that it's going to be a challenge for her character. And like having all these obstacles, seeing her go through a lot of the things that the ghoul went through out in this like abyss or whatever, and seeing if she like has the fortitude to be better than him, or is she gonna fall in line with him, or is she gonna fall somewhere in the middle and also begrudgingly have a friendship with the ghoul. And it seems like that's kind of where it's going. But it's also like some of the dialogue is very much on the nose, like the episode. She's like, "I'm not like you." It's like, yeah, you said that already, like 40 minutes ago. So I
don't forget about secondary screening.
Yeah, that's true. It's a very real thing. So yeah,
I
it's
like,
little things
hey.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's those things that you can't even think about. I mean, like to a certain degree, I'm just going ahead in my brain and just saying, look, that's just how it's gonna be. Like, that's just how it's gonna be. And her name is Lucy, by the way. Oh, and yeah, he said it right here. Fifth Bantha said it here in the chat. Lucy kills, and now she likes it. Now she likes it. She likes to touch it. She likes it. What else you say?
That was an interesting scene. Yeah.
I'm playing SWOTR and second screening, y'all laughing out loud.
Yeah, Fifth Bantha second screening right now.
I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, you know what? Everybody, second screen us. That's
this is the perfect second screening thing. Yeah, this could definitely be
second.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I feel like things like this, sort of, I don't know. I don't want to say created second screening, but definitely like popularized second screening because they're
the Drunk Banthas show, the Drunk Banthas podcast every Monday at 8:15 p.m. Pacific time.
Yes, exactly. We started it.
Okay.
But no, just like things like this that could be a visual medium, but also like you can get a lot more from the visualness of being able to see us here. But it could also be an audio medium. You could just listen to us while you're washing the dishes or whatever. Or vaguely pay attention to this while you're watching an episode of Abbott Elementary or something like that. So I feel like YouTube is definitely just like exceeded some of this or like pushed this kind of entertainment to the forefront of like streaming entertainment. And that's why we're getting the second streaming shit.
This is it must be an episode of the Bantha Bunch show right now. We talking about internet TV issues and shit. We talking about second screen, and we talking about motherfucking politics of television and movies in this bitch. I couldn't find a clip of this monster thing that was actually, you know what? I'm gonna try to find it in before I bring this up. Because we see this motherfucking monster character. This episode starts out with your boy Wally Goggs in the mech suit going through the Alaskan war against the Red Army of the Chinese.
The Alaskan Front.
The Alaskan Front. And the front is these niggas thought they was going to win. The front is that these niggas won, but not because they were superior or because they did anything. Actually, they almost died. As Wally Goggs' character mentioned, the ghoul in the future in the past, mentioned that the mech suits nearly got them all wiped out due to the fact that they were clunky and defective and just straight up pieces of shit that were useless when one got out into the heat of battle. Now we get to see how fucking useless and clunky and defective these mech suits really are, or were, or really are, I guess, because even in the game, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. In the game, it was pretty much I would get one of these bitches and I'm good. Like, I don't know where these issues came into play, but like, if I'm not mistaken, Fifth Bantha, you can let me know if I'm wrong. But if I'm not mistaken, the mech suits, when you had a mech suit, you was good to go in it bit. I'm like, I'm good to go.
Yeah, they seem pretty like formidable up against most of the Badlands obstacles or whatever, because there's not a lot of people who can stand up to the mech. Like again, in wartime is very, very different. But I did think it was interesting because like Fifth Bantha said something in the chat where he said death claws are all I've been waiting for. I did see in the caption, like, because I had my like closed captioning on when I was watching it, it said like death claw growls. And I guess that was the name of the monster. I'm not familiar with the creature in the game, so Fifth, please feel free to give us a little bit more insight.
Yeah,
but it definitely seems like the big bad of this season for sure.
You should be on here telling us. I should have got an expert to come on here and tell us about it. But
maybe we'll have it on next week.
You know what though? That's like honestly, I'm glad I didn't know what the fuck this was. Okay, like a death claw or whatever you want to call it. I'm glad I didn't know what the fuck it was. When I saw it, I was like, what in the motherfucker is this show doing right now, dog? Like, what are we even doing? This is a little crazy. Like, shit.
Yeah, because it doesn't even seem like this is like a result of nuclear fallout or anything.
Come on. I'm gonna send you a link.
You do need to just come on, man. Yeah, like with this, I was like, I don't even know if this is a result of nuclear fallout. Like maybe these, like those weird scorpion things that show up in this, in one of these episodes. It just seems like it was like, oh, is this some weird prehistoric supernatural creature that was always here? Like I'm so confused and curious.
Is this what Bigfoot really is? Was Bigfoot really just minding his own goddamn business, and then motherfuckers make him mad? And when he gets mad, his horns come out of his head, his fur falls off with the heat of his body, because his body's like lava.
Right.
And he's mad. And
Right. It's like, God.
And then he's so mad that his body hardens because he's in Alaska.
Yeah.
Cold. But
I feel like I should like just real quick. This is like a little bit of a deterrence, but like there's an episode of Smiling Friends where the characters, they have this annoying snowman. They're just like, oh, we're just gonna put him on this random mountain. And then an abominable snowman shows up on their doorstep. Is like, hey, did you leave this motherfucking annoying dude on my doorstep? Like, oh, I didn't know anybody was like there, man. I thought it was just like public property. He's like, no, he's waking up my kids. My wife is in hysterics. So I was like, I feel like it's sort of a similar situation with this. Like as soon as the Alaskan Front War happened, he's like, God damn it, you guys are waking up my kids. my wife is in hysterics. I'm gonna have to kill all of you guys. And that apparently was what turned the tide of the war.
You saying that this monster was mad because he woke up his kids?
Exactly. Yes. So my kids have to go to school in the morning. God damn it.
That's what you think.
Hey,
use of said, well, let's see.
Hey, you're a parent. If somebody's making all kinds of ruckus outside your door at 2:00 in the morning, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna tell him to shut the fuck up. Tell him what you should have told him. Shut the fuck up. What you should have told him. Shit.
That's his way of saying shut the fuck up, is ripping them.
Coming out and yeah, I guess. I mean, what a fucking way to go about it. He just came out and ripped this bitch a new one. She was talking mad cash. She was like, you kind of deserve it.
Yeah, shout out to that actress. I'm not sure who she is, but she was really good.
I felt like I heard somebody kept saying he when they were referring to this actor. And I was just like, does he know something I don't know? Because I was a woman. Like a woman to me.
I was definitely a woman.
Okay, so I wanted to get this shot going because to me it looks cool. You know what I mean? I don't know. Looks cool to me.
Yeah, like the visuals on this show.
Who's on here? Okay. Oh, okay. There we go. It's him.
What
You
up?
asking may possibly receive.
Yeah.
Favorite
Y'all
Banthas.
killing me, Smalls. That's what's up. Y'all are killing me. That's all that was.
Fifth
Yeah.
Bantha could not stand the blasphemy anymore. It's like I have to get on here and educate these fools.
I even quit playing the game just to come on and talk with you guys.
So I was playing Fallout, but I quit playing Fallout.
Oh no, I wasn't playing Fallout. I was
No,
playing
I know.
SWTOR, and it's even better.
Oh yeah, yeah. Star Wars: The Old Republic, good shit.
14
Alex,
years,
you
going
get
on 15
closer,
years.
Or does your shit get closer?
I'm not gonna. I can't disturb anything that's happening right now. It's a very delicate situation.
Well,
I'm
it's
gonna
bigger
move,
than
I'm gonna
yours.
move right here.
No, I was just asking. I was just trying to see if this thing right here. It's gonna
The
be a
Earth
good-
might fall into a wormhole if I move any of my equipment right now.
You better
By all
not
means,
drop
move it. Let's
this
go.
motherfucking tape. You better not drop this motherfucking tape.
Yeah, I have daisy chain on some yellow cake. It's very delicate over
Oh man, yeah, he could blow up if he touches anything.
here.
Shout out
Death
to
Claw.
Bantha for joining us. So yeah, why do we sound like idiots right now?
Okay, so just because, well, you don't sound like idiots, first of all. Second, but y'all don't know nothing about the game. So first, let me just address the Lucy thing. So when you come out of the vault, you're supposed to be the world's gonna be good. It's Reclamation Day. We're able to retake the surface, and we're gonna grow crops, and we're gonna build civilization, and and then you get out there, and there's fucking death claws. So over the course of you being in the wasteland, you go from to addicted to drugs. Kill everything. Death claws, kill the death claws. And yeah, you can't really kill death claws that easy at all.
Doesn't seem
So-
like you can kill it all, from what I can tell.
They're instant
yeah.
death in the game until you have power armor and some super badass weaponry. And even then, there's still no walk in the park. There's one place, I want to say Fallout 3, where there's a bunch of them all in one spot. And so you come up and you're just like, oh, I'm dead. Like there's no way you're gonna survive it, kind of thing. But yeah, and then you've got like the matriarch death claw, which is the one we saw at Vegas, and that was what they were hinting at with the eggs. She's like, "Oh, cool! Look at these eggs. How big do you grow the chickens?" Well, we grow them really damn big around.
Man, no chickens.
Yeah.
No chickens.
Like, y'all just have no idea how giddy I was watching this episode. Like, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a death claw. Oh, it's gonna open the door, and then I'm like, oh, there's gonna be more than one because it's a matriarch. Yeah, let's go. And so I don't know how they're gonna actually survive this.
Yeah, see, it didn't really register on me too tough because, like, every time I've seen this creature, you've just ran. I've seen you playing it, and you just ran. So
It's
know,
really
you
the oh shit creature of Fallout. Like, it's oh no. It's not that it's the big bad necessarily, but there's nothing badder in the wasteland than a deathclaw.
you just
You know what I'm
don't
saying?
want to
Like-
run into this motherfucker on the way.
Yeah,
to
or
the-
it'll do what it did to those Chinese fellas and that lady, and then what it's gonna do to Lucy and old Goggins
Mhm.
if yeah,
them Chinese fellas.
Them Chinese
they got messed up.
I'm curious. This is a little bit of a detour on this conversation, but I'm curious. You know, with the drunkies polls being open right now, Fifth, did you vote for Wally Goggs as MVP? With him being in this. And
Ooh, are
Rights
you
Gymnasts?
asking him who he voted for?
Sorry, I know that's very.
Would you
personal.
even
It's very
question
personal.
who I would vote for as MVP? I mean, you got to have the Goggins for your noggins, and this man's everywhere, dude.
No.
It's like, you know how they talk about you. Now, I'm not saying he did.
Noggins for your noggins.
I'm not saying he did this by any means. I am saying that they talk about like when you join the Illuminati, your career just takes off and you can do no wrong and you're suddenly just everywhere. And I'm not saying he joined the Illuminati, but he definitely has fucked the goat energy going on with his career.
Yeah, something happened. Something clicked with him in the past like 4 years where he's just like
That's so disrespectful.
He's always been great.
What's happened is he's been working his ass off since 2012. Like
Vice Principals is still my favorite character he's ever done.
Like he was on the Shield, but 2012 the Shield was ending, and that's when he was really picking up steam because he was doing other things than just the Shield, which I'm sure the Shield is like a demanding schedule.
Oh yeah,
that you can't really do a lot of other stuff. And I just think that when you're doing that much work with smaller roles and you're making those roles bigger than what they probably should have been, like Django comes out in 2012, right? So, and his character, people love his character in there, but that's also around the same time that the Shield ended. So if you
hold Jamie Foxx's dick in his hand,
he had Jamie Foxx's whole dick in his hand. So look at that.
Never forget.
And people still like him. Black people still like him. Ain't that weird?
To see him skiing naked across the lake. This guy
like they homos naked. What?
This guy is wild, man. No, I'm not. Like I said, I'm not saying he did join the Illuminati. I'm just saying his career.
No, it's
reminiscent of that.
It's crazy how much he's always been great, but it's crazy how much in just this year he's really, really shined. I also voted him for my MVP, but Stephen King is winning the polls right now. So if you feel differently, you should jump into the polls and make your vote right now.
Yeah,
still have a problem voting for anything really, Stephen.
Ain't no commercial
it's an
for
excellent
that.
show, but
ain't no commercial for that. We need a commercial for that. Because what he's talking about, y'all, is the drunkies. And Alex, do you want to explain to them what the drunkies are like?
Sure. It is our annual award show where we celebrate all of the genre film.
I was sorry. I was looking for the music.
No, it's okay. It is our annual award show where we celebrate all of the genre movies and TV shows of the previous year. As we were just talking about, we were talking about the MVP of the Year award. For that category, we have Pedro Pascal, Walton Goggins, and Stephen King. Obviously all three of those guys had a lot of cool shit going on last year, but we have a lot of cool categories: best upsetting birth, best high concept comedy, best movie. A lot of really cool categories, but you can find that in the post tab in the Drunk Banthas channel. You can make your vote, see what's going on. Oh, and also I guess I should mention that this Saturday we're going to be having a for-year consideration watch party. We're going to be watching some of the films that are nominated this year, and just an opportunity for us to watch the movies. If you haven't seen the movies before, or if you have watched the movies, you can rewatch them, and we can chat about them in the live chat. So it's going to be a full day situation, nothing but horror movies this Saturday starting at 11 a.m. Pacific time.
Yeah.
Now I'm tired of hearing me talk.
So are we. Oh, we can't hear you, Morgan. You must have muted yourself.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I had to cough. So yeah, I dig the music. We got to have a whole dance party while Alex ran his mouth.
I felt like I had backup dancers when I looked up.
Two giant heads that are your backup dancers.
It's like last night in the Pips, but just floating heads.
It cracked me up because I was looking at my phone and I see him put us all back up on the camera, and I realized that him and I were in rhythm doing this. I was like, Well, here we go.
Doing a floating head version of the Charlie Brown dance.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was doing the Muppet dance.
That's what I was thinking too, was the Muppet dance
was
or
doing-
the Peanuts dance.
Oh wow. Yeah, like
Peanut
this
dance.
it's a very that's a fine line between the Peanuts dance and the Muppets dance.
Yeah, you know,
Shout out
Snoopy
in the
and
chat.
Kermit.
Who's your favorite dancer?
Chat is dead. son.
Charlie Brown
I
or
don't
Kermit
know
the
where
Frog?
everybody is, but ain't nobody here.
Ain't nobody here.
I don't know where everybody is, but you know what? Shout out to those who are here, because I just said ain't nobody here, but there are people here, so I guess you're not nobody. You're somebody.
Yeah.
You're not anybody chatting.
That's true. I was actually, you know what? I was actually about to give them some love, but fuck all that.
I mean,
You're not
love you up
even
there.
chatting. You're watching. You're not
Open
chatting.
your mouth up.
button. Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.
Push the goddamn button.
What she said.
Subscribe, bitch.
That is what she said.
You funky bitch. You subscribe. Shout out to YouTube. We love you. What else happened in this show? Oh, Maximus. So where we left off last week or last episode, because we didn't talk about this last week, but where we left off in last episode, Maximus killed, what was his name? Xander. And I am beginning to think he is like mentally like handicapped to a degree. I think I think Maximus may have eaten lunch at 10:30 in the morning. Just saying.
Well, why you calling me? I'm right.
I'm just saying. I think he might have. Because the nigga is slow and off.
Oof. I have thoughts about Max.
If
anybody wants to go first,
if you think that
I'll go
Lucy,
first, but
no, if you think that Lucy,
No, I was making a note about something completely different we have to talk about in a minute.
if you think that Lucy is off, boy, let me tell you something, Alex. This nigga has at least been outside his entire life.
Maximus
They-
is broke.
This nigga has been outside his entire life. What excuse does she have, Alex? That's what I'd like to ask you.
okay, so one of the things I'll say, both of them have similar backstories, and it's one of the things that brings them close together as far as their characters, and they've both been sheltered to a certain degree in different ways, and they're both exploring this new world, and them coming together is kind of similar to like Rey and Finn in the Star Wars movies, because they're both like very sheltered.
Black
And they
and white.
only, also white lady, black man.
Where you going? My bad.
And they're also, like he's a soldier, and he only knows a certain thing, but he's also kind of incompetent and not very qualified. She's also very, very sheltered, and doesn't know anything but what's in her own little bubble, and they kind of discover each other in this weird world. But
nasty.
I dislike them both more than Rey and Finn for sure. I like the
I mean, clearly.
Max. Oh my gosh.
Max.
I don't like him at all. And I don't think that I don't hate the actor, but he has the same goddamn face on his face all the time, where I feel like such a hater, but I feel like
You're a hater for sure.
every time and every scene, and he's not a bad actor. Like there's moments where like I feel like it's kind of
I
like
need a drop for this. I need a drop for when Alex is about to just say some foul ass shit
Right?
about
When
it.
jealousy comes out.
I think I got something. Go ahead. Continue.
it's just like there's this old film reel where they just like show a man's face, and it's kind of like this thing where you can determine whether he's sad, whether he's happy, whether he's anxious or whatever, but he's really just like doing a blank face, and to a certain extent I think that that's what this dude is doing in like every scene because I can't figure out what the fuck he is thinking at any point, which could lean toward his character because this character is like a fucking windsock. He just like blows with the wind every time. He's just so very influential. Like he's like gonna do whatever this old white dude does says, and now he's gonna do whatever Xander says, and before he was gonna do whatever fucking Ella Purnell says. Like he just has no loyalty at all. He just does whatever the fuck. And he kind of said that in this episode. He's like, things just keep happening to me, and I just keep going along with the flow. But I don't like that.
No,
it's just not a very compelling character.
You paraphrased.
You're missing a lot of context, my friend.
Well, you paraphrased him incorrectly. He was saying that he keeps trying to do the right thing, basically, and then the stupid shit. He's because he's stupid because he doesn't know stuff.
Yeah,
like he does stupid shit trying to do the right thing.
Yep.
He just doesn't realize that's just not how this world works. But he's trying to change this world based off of the doctrine he's been raised up in. They have the propaganda of we're protecting the world from the bad guys. Now let's go out and shoot this car. I'm just saying, well, now let's go outside and shoot this car. Like, you know what I mean? Like they got this alleged plan and this alleged doctrine, but they don't seem to really adhere to it too tough. And they seem
let me give you the context on the Brotherhood of Steel, shall I?
Steel.
So Brotherhood of Steel is based out of the Commonwealth. They have chapters all over the country. Apparently, they were formed long after the bombs went off and everybody went into the vaults. They have been in all the games, I believe, to a degree, and that's where the power armor kind of comes from. Their idea is that they are God's chosen, but God being science somehow, to come back and make the world a better place. Like they're supposed to provide the justice, or they're supposed to provide the morality, and they'll bring back civilization. And that's what they think they're doing. So when you go on the airship or whatever, you've got a whole guy that you can go back to over and over again. Anytime you find like propaganda or specs or science books or whatever out in the world, you can bring it back to him, and he actually tries to keep it because they're trying to accumulate all the knowledge and all the science. Where it got bad is where it turned religious, where that's where this guy, the old guy is, and I can't remember his name, Father Clarkson or something like that. Quintus. Yeah, okay. So Quintus. That's the name. Yeah. He is very much reminiscent to someone he mentioned during the show that you would have not ever paid any attention to had you not played the game, but he talked about an Elder Maxon. And that's where he is patterning himself. And that's who you meet, who you become a Brotherhood member, and he's the guy in charge, and he's going to make everything better. And you have the same experience that we're seeing play out, where you go in, you're gung-ho, you've got the military soldiers, I follow orders, I do the right thing attitude. But then you find out, but the people that I'm doing that for are ruthless, cruel, and evil. And maybe this isn't the smartest group to be with. And that's kind of what Lucy opened him up to a little, I think. But it was those damn kids, man. That was it. He was enjoying the fact that this crazy guy from the Commonwealth shows up, and he's so, oh my gosh, over the top. And this is so cool, and we're going to go do stuff. And he's like, hell yeah, let's go do stuff. I'm in. And then he gets down there and he realizes the stuff that these people do and take joy in. And he's just like, oh no. Now, putting old buddy in the power armor is the funniest shit I've seen in a while, because obviously he's not meant to be in power armor. The other leaders also I find very interesting because of how different they are. The fact that there's a woman leader is like a big deal within the Brotherhood. That would never happen in the Commonwealth. It very much has that religious cultish vibe down pat. Like you really that really comes across in the show. And you have the exact same experience this guy does, where oh well, they suck. Now I gotta go kill Elder Maxon, or I gotta go kill this guy, and I gotta go kill this guy, and we're just gonna make it better. And that's all well and good until you've actually killed the guy and you have to make it better. We're finding that out right now.
Well, that's very interesting because, like, in the last episode or episode 3, they Quintus did tell him he had no use for the opinions of the sword.
That's it.
Meaning
that was his title.
Basically, he was telling him, "Boy, you stupid.
Know your place.
You ate lunch at 10:30. I ate lunch at 1."
I'm very curious because I feel like a dum-dum when it comes to the intro of this episode, because I meant to mention this earlier, because I'm not sure exactly where in the timeline, because they didn't say like a year or anything when they
might be Alaskan front.
Yeah, the Alaskan front. So
okay.
what time period does that land in?
Do you remember the flashback where they were having the little Marine get together and the guy was like saved Goggins' life and ends up giving it? This is what they're talking about. So now we're flashing back to that actual event happening.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, we're flashing back to the NCR wars and where they're fighting the Chinese up in Alaska, and he gets wounded and brought down. He sees a death claw, and then his buddy shows up and saves him basically. And it's that's why he gets the medal, because it's horrible.
I would have. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry. No, I was just gonna say I would have appreciated just a year for that, just because there is a lot of jumping around with like Walton Goggins' character. And with
you're not going to understand it, and if they do years, it's not going to make any sense to you because there's been hundreds of years that people have been underground.
Well, that's why it would make more sense for me, because I don't know when people are supposed to be where they're at.
So like if they came up and they said this year is 2636, then you're like, okay, cool. I have that as a reference to know when the other wars were.
Right, because then in the last episode we were seeing right before the nuclear war was going to happen. So I don't know if this is after the nuclear war happened.
You're not connecting dots, bro. He already mentioned this. Like I stated this earlier in the episode. He mentioned this in episode 7 of season 1. His self in the past, the first past that we know. He mentioned to old buddy that created those suits that's what got a lot of good men killed. That means that was before then. Now we're referencing, he mentioned in the Alaskan front too in the episode. So
I can give you those.
It has been stated for us people who aren't familiar with the game. This has actually been stated before. Now, it might have just gone over your head, or because it was in passing. It wasn't something that he said that stood out, but it was said though.
And honestly, to be fair, like I mentioned before, like I mentioned before, I've been watching 6 other shows. So when I came back to this, I was like, wait. I need a time period.
Right, I have it for you. The Battle of Anchorage at the Alaskan front happened in January 2077 in the Fallout universe.
Okay.
It's nearly 220 years before the Fallout TV show, which starts in 2296 and runs to 2297 so far. Okay. But that explains the Ghoul's 200 something years since he's been in a war. He's been around, walking the wasteland,
right?
Being a ghoul, being the baddest ass ghoul actually, because ghouls usually don't make it and they usually go feral. So the fact that he hasn't let himself go feral is a big deal. You see, and this is what I'm glad I said that. So the ghouls around the front of Vegas. The ghouls, you know what I'm saying, with the Elvis suits on and everything. They're called the Atom Cats. or they're reminiscent of the Atom Cats, and it's funny that they're ghouls because in the game they're very much humans who just obsess over power armor and paint flames on it and stuff, and just think that like that's their motorsport. They love power armor, so you can actually join the Atom Cats and get that jacket, the black jacket and everything. And and so watching her shoot them all up is kind of funny just because, you know, you were friends with them in the game. But it was definitely one of those moments where you go, wait a second, I've seen these guys before. This has got to be the Atom Cats. And that's what I'm telling you, it's got to be them.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like a fun moment.
But that's my favorite part. The shot in the back of the head. Yeah, that was great. They did that well.
That was not a shot in the back of the head. I don't know what he's talking about. YouTube, don't listen to him.
The boom boom in the back of the boom boom.
No, don't listen to him. There was nothing there. I don't know.
This is my first time hearing this version of Cocaine Blues. I've only heard the Johnny Cash version of Cocaine Blues.
Nice.
So that was
Cocaine.
Yep.
Great song. Great song. Unhinged.
Excellent taking out of the ghouls and going into the Deathclaw nest.
All songs about cocaine before 1999 are amazing.
Now, here's my question: where is her dad? Because I thought
he's in a vault.
He's in the Vault Tech headquarters, but if that's the way to come in and out of Vegas, how did he get there without running up on some Deathclaws with the power armor going?
Well, he would have gone. Well, look, I don't. He had a suit on. No, he had the suit on though. Remember, he did have a
he's got the power armor.
So power armor is what they call it. Power armor, mech suit, mech, power armor. It's called power armor. So yeah, he had on his power armor. So maybe that's how he got around.
Yeah.
And knowing him, he probably has like a routine to get in. Like he might
have something, is all I'm saying. There has to be some other entrance he knew about or something, because even with power armor, I mean, you saw those claws. A Deathclaw can tear through the front of some power armor. The Deathclaw looked more agile than that damn suit. Oh yeah, because it was a matriarch. So she's much bigger. She's much badder. And I'm gonna tell you what, the problem with power armor is that damn fusion core. Because in the game, you get power armor, but you don't just have power armor. You got to power it with the batteries, and the batteries run out fast as hell. So you have to like choose when to be in or out of your power armor.
Yeah, you gotta leave a plot point and then come back and get it later.
Yeah, like if it just dies, you got to leave that big old piece of metal out there because that's all it is, and just come back when you have a battery, and then you can get it again. So
you have to
running up on
all the way back to your goddamn suit. That's the worst part of this game is the walking.
The walking is a pain in the ass. So
not even Christopher Walken would do this much walking.
But the great thing is that if you walk into some Deathclaws with your power armor on, like Bill said, you're going in, you're like, yeah, I got these guys. I've got this major super gun that I've got. I'm high level. Let's go kill them. And you just mow them down, whatever. But you come around the corner without your power armor on, and there's a Deathclaw hiding in the building that you just happen to come into. That is a whole anus tightening experience that I wish everybody could enjoy. You've never had your heart stop quite as hard as when you come around the corner and there's a Deathclaw and you go, please don't see me. Please don't see me. Please.
So I gotta ask you, how did y'all feel about the Thaddeus portion of our show now? Like Thaddeus being reintroduced the last episode, in episode 3. He's taking care of the ghoul kids, and this episode,
it was very stupid to put him in power armor.
Do you think so? You think it was stupid to put him in power armor? I mean, what else was he supposed to do? Because these guys were gonna catch him.
I mean, I love the plan. It was just not a great plan because he has no idea what he's doing. If he wasn't going directly to kill whatever his name is.
Quintus.
Quintus. I don't know why I can't remember that. But if he was not going to kill Quintus, then that would have been a real shit idea that wouldn't have worked. But the fact that he went up there, got his homie, and was like, hey, go get the kids, put the kids somewhere good, tell them not to come out to the shooting stops. And then you got this guy in power armor, so now they don't know anything's happened to the other guy yet till he tells Quintus. And even though he's goofing around, he's safe when everything goes down. So he knows that he's safe as long as he's in the power armor. When the shooting starts, he's ting, 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 ting. They're not that worried about it. And it is much tougher in the game than the way the Chinese people made it look. Maybe that was a primitive power armor or something, but I mean, they shot him in the leg and he's done and he's on the no.
Well, they were already kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I think it had to do with that, with the crash, maybe.
And in the snow. I think the snow had to do something with because in the game you're walking around in the desert.
Well, you get the desert and you get the Appalachians and you get California, and where else do you get?
And this is supposed to be several. That scene is supposed to be several hundred years before the present day. So yeah, I'm sure that they've advanced the technology.
But you saw the U.S. Marine Corps on there. This is before all the bombs went off. This is just the fight. Right. So he's in the Marine Corps. They have actual Marine Corps power armor. Now, in the 200 years since there's not been a Marine Corps. And you had to basically look up and find some power armor. So basically, the only people that can really work on it are like the Atom Cats or the Brotherhood of Steel.
Well, it seems like, but it seems like they're good at building them, at least or have figured out how to build them because they got a lot of them. You know, they're not in limited supply, it doesn't seem.
I'll tell you, well, they're at a lot. They're not in limited supply for the Brotherhood. They're in limited supply for everybody else.
Right.
So the thing that's getting me, and this is just it goes to a whole controversial argument from Fallout 4 that's gone forever, is whether that dog is real or not.
Wait, what?
I don't think the dog is real. I think the dog is a synth. It's a synthetic being.
Wait, what? Why
yeah,
would that even be a thing?
Because you get dog meat when you come out of the vault. He's just hanging around in your old neighborhood and perfectly unharmed. And every other animal you come across is rabid and deformed and mutated. And then there's dog meat. And so it's been a question forever. Is he part of the Institute? Was he a robot created by the Institute? Because they create artificial people. And
well, we saw what dog meat's origin was, though. He was born out of this crazy experiment and then
he was from a crazy experiment that the Brotherhood, I think, was doing. It may have been the Institute.
It was the
Institute. So yeah, he's got electronics in his brain. Now, whether or not this is a fully synth dog or just the one that was trained that we have now, we know dog meat, where his origin came from. We also know there were like 40 other dogs in that facility.
Yeah.
So now here we are, like probably 150 years after Fallout 4, I guess, or, at least a while after, because New Vegas has fallen and everything else. So it just stands to reason to me that maybe this particular dog is a spy, a synthetic, both, or just, a robotically enhanced dog. Either way, the dog is suspicious as hell, because the dog was suspicious as hell in the game. And okay, so when you kill a synth, they all have certain things on them, like certain items you can get. Dog meat does not have that. If he gets killed, he does not have it. So, but he doesn't have no meat. He doesn't have no meat that you can pick up and cook either. So I don't know.
If we have a dog Tyler Durden situation, I would not be mad at that.
I mean,
look, look, he's made out of the, what I would say is that he's probably got something to do with that mind control chip thing that was put in the back of old dude's head. But at the same time, I don't think so.
he's not related to Vault Tech. I know that much, but whether or not he's Institute, I cannot say, because let's be real, if you play Fallout 4, you can't ever really tell who's Institute until you've killed them. And then you can find like synthetic parts on them. And you're like, oh, that was a robot. There are a few like the early models that weren't made to look like really good humans. So you can kind of tell they're kind of like our bots look now. Those guys you could tell. There's a detective you do detective work with in the game and Fallout 3, and he is Nick Valentine is his name. And he talks like this, and we go on detective story, you know what I'm saying? And he gets out there with his long trench coat.
I feel like Dog Meat is from the Institute, and
the original one was. This isn't Dog Meat though. This is a different dog.
No, this
one in the show is different.
Yeah, I'm talking about the one on the show. I'm talking about
the one on the show. Yeah, is not the same dog as the game.
Just the one. I'm thinking what you were just talking about, and I'm talking about the dog on the show. I don't think he's that, but I do think he is from the Institute. So that might be leaning towards what they're trying to say he is in the game. Like they may be trying to say, hey, for all y'all who are wondering, is he from the Institute or not? Like he is. This is the answer to that question. Maybe. I don't know.
Everybody keeps asking if the Institute's going to be in the show and if they're going to go down those rabbit holes. And then whether or not what you did in the game, the Institute might not even exist. So I don't know how they're going to address all that, but it's really interesting. And I really would like to see the Institute, because if they made that in live action, it would have to be stunning. It's a really cool place.
Yeah, it sounds crazy. Like I said, I have no idea, but I do think that from what you just said, it sounds like there are a lot of connections being made between the connections between the Institute and Dog Meat itself, and like the connection between the devices and the people's necks, and what nots. Now, just to move along so we can close up out of here, because we don't have too much more of this episode to talk about, but we have some trouble at the vault.
Significant, yeah.
Mentioned the vault.
Significant downstairs trouble.
some different shit. Well, we got some upstairs and downstairs vault trouble, because we have Lucy's brother now. Kind of seems like he's being challenged as leader.
Definitely challenged.
Trying to get up out of this situation where he was stuck in Vault 31. Now he's got Vault 31 on the run.
What's phase 2, man? Are we going to do phase 2? There might not even be a phase 2, but now as soon as he said it, because he knows what's up, he knew that guy was faking. And because he said it, he knew that guy knew that he knew he was faking. That's why he hit him on the shoulder when he went by, because he was like, yeah, I'm in charge now. I am the captain now. Yeah.
You know, if he starts calling him big dog or like big guy.
Hey, big boss, whatever.
He's being a dick. If that starts happening, he's gonna try to kill him.
Very little man.
Very little man. He's just talking shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of nonverbal communication going on.
It was really dumb to think that there wouldn't have been some vault contingency plan for when you came out on Reclamation Day. You'd think growing up in a vault they would have taught you that, but they didn't teach him that. Apparently, that on Reclamation Day there was a plan. These were the people that were supposed to be the vault directors, the overseers. So they know.
Remember, he didn't know this existed till 45.
No, yeah, he didn't. He didn't. But he knew Reclamation Day was coming, because that's what they're all looking forward to, is Reclamation Day, where they reclaim the world. He knew it was coming.
But what did it mean?
Well, he didn't obviously.
And their dad obviously is a liar. So
yeah, he probably didn't tell him shit, because he was going in and out all the time. So was her mama, going up in and out of the vault that they're never supposed to come in and out of.
But we obviously have an issue between Aurora and
32 and
the
33.
one-eyed man. One man. The one-eyed
Steph. Yeah.
Stephanie and Aurora. What was this lady's name?
I forget her name.
Aurora.
Are you talking about Betty?
Yeah, Betty. Yeah, Betty.
Okay, yeah.
Betty.
Yeah, Aurora and Betty meeting in secret.
No, Betty and Stephanie. Betty.
Steph and Betty, yeah.
Yeah.
Stephanie and Betty. So yeah, they meet up. Seems like Betty wants water and Stephanie wants whatever the fuck Hank had.
Yeah.
Now, my thing is, Stephanie, I have two questions. First of all, what is in the box? What's
in the box?
What's in the box?
I've got several ideas.
What's in the box? But two, in the game, if I'm not mistaken, Canada gets annexed by the United States.
That is correct.
But this lady has a Canadian
Yeah, the Canadian ID,
ID,
which makes me wonder
how
is
old buddy found. Now, how the fuck he found that?
That's suspicious. That's weird.
You just
well, it
popped
showed
around,
he
messing around underwear drawer that you've been messing around in for last 4 days, whatever.
at least last 4 episodes.
Now all of a sudden, boop, there's
boop. There it
Maybe she
is.
didn't put it together good when she put it back up last time. Maybe it was put together differently. She's been in a rush, you know. She's
why is she going in and out looking at her ID like, oh yeah, Canada.
I miss you, Canada.
Oh yeah.
Oh, if I could just see a Mountie right now.
Yeah.
Singing the Canadian anthem in the bathroom while she's crying.
Oh, Canada. I miss my mooses.
That's how it goes. Yeah.
Just sitting there looking at it, just back and forth.
No comments. No comments in the chat.
That's why the bitch is crazy. There's
How
zero.
ballsy is old buddy to go tell on himself about herself?
Yeah, that nigga is dumb. But anybody else, when he was looking for his when he got lost, did anybody else like get what do you call it? Severance vibes?
Yeah,
I did because I forgot what show.
The hallways and such.
Because he was like looking.
Because again, like I've been in just like a cavalcade of sci-fi and fantasy shows lately, and I was like, "What is happening?" Like when I saw him, I legitimately freaked out. I was like, "Severance isn't this year." Like I went out of my mind.
Were paying homage to Severance though a little bit
Oh,
because
yeah.
he was like left, right, left. I guarantee. I'm willing to bet that is the same directions that he did. Like when he got lost in Severance, I'm willing to bet those are the same. Like
That would be a fun nod.
Right, using like left, right, left.
Yeah,
It's very clever. It's
Very
clever because they need it to help illustrate just how he has not found a home in this new vault. Like he has not settled into this new vault. He's still going to do the vault boy thing and report to the overseer about crimes, but
he don't know nothing else.
He don't know nothing else. Literally, that's all you're brought up to know.
That's
So it's
how
like
stupid this nigga is.
I have to report to you about you, and Steph's like, I'll kill you.
All of them, Alex. This is how stupid all of them are.
All of them are. That's why
Look
Vault
at this.
31 has
This
all
nigga
the knowledge.
This nigga didn't just tell on his boss. He told on his boss to his boss, simultaneously telling on himself.
And when he asked her
But,
what
you know,
she
I'll
was
say-
doing, overseer stuff.
I'll say this: if her brother was in the same situation that she was in, and this isn't like whatever, this isn't like a man versus woman thing. I just realized just what I was doing. But anyway, just
women.
So now,
shut up. But no, like just like the way that he has been way more intuitive and just smart about his situations, and like how he's been changing a little bit. Like I don't know, like it seems like he would have been a little bit more intuitive in the situations, like
intuitive?
outside.
You mean like getting outside and not knowing not a goddamn thing of what you're talking about? He ain't said that. He just got dumber people to deal with. There's nothing intuitive about dealing with toddlers.
No, well, see, that's the whole thing. Is they're actually so much smarter than him, and they don't know it yet. So he knows nothing. All he knows is the outside. And Reclamation Day, everything's supposed to be good. And then he gets out here and all right, guys, we might not find food again for a while, guys. Like he's winging it 100%, and that's why Buddy comes up and goes, "Hey, so about that phase 2." You want us to go ahead and start doing phase 2?
Come on, baby.
Yeah. And as soon as he squirmed, he knew he'd won. But he's going to be turned out to be a bitch just as much outside as he was in a vault. Because if you're a bitch, you a bitch. It don't matter if you inside or outside.
Great drop.
No.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Have you ever watched a movie from your childhood that doesn't quite hold up like you remember? Well, you would enjoy our monthly series, Does It Hold Up? Where we revisit classic genre films with a special guest to help us determine if they're as good or as bad as we remember. It's a whole lot of fun, so you should check it out.
Please check out the Drunk Banthas channel. They clearly are ready for being seen at a higher level.
So, Morgan, you had a theory as to what could be in the box.
Yes.
So you gotta tell us, man. What's in the box?
Possibly a nuclear device key.
Oh, Jesus.
Possibly a key to some sort of armory or information storage at Vault Tech. Because, he's Mr. Vault Tech guy. I also believe that it could be some sort of control or access code for the other vaults. Like some way for her to reach the other vaults. Because they only wanted 31 through 33 communicating. Like she's never talked to Vault 22. Nobody from their groups ever talked to Vault this one or Vault 31 or any or outside of their group. So
it's because of the experiments.
Because of the experiment. Yes. And if you ever just have the time, look up on YouTube all of the Fallout experiments, like what each vault is for. Needless to say, we have these things called super mutants, which I'm really excited to see in the show. And if we get to see super mutants, they were actually created in a Vault Tech lab or a Robco lab, maybe. But you have robo brains that are like so much bigger than old Bob or whatever his name was in Vault 31. Like they actually have the big suits they roll around in with a brain and they kill you. Like they have the intelligence of a person and the arm and the body of a tank, and they kill you. And then you got super mutants who are big and green and massive, and they definitely want to kill you and eat you. So like when you go to see the super mutants, you open bags of flesh to find the loot all around their place, because there's just bags of flesh and bones hanging everywhere, because they're kind of like cavemen almost, within the rate of intelligence, and just we kill. What was that sound? I don't know. What's the sound? You be stupid, mess with super mutant. Like those guys. I'm really excited.
Foggy is going to be mad at you for doing impersonations of him like that.
It was a good time. It was a good time this season. I think there's so much more they can do. We got rad scorpions, we got rad squirrels, we got the New California Republic.
It's interesting to me that you find you're liking it, because a lot of people who are game enthusiasts don't really feel the same way. You don't share your same enthusiasm. I'm interested to see what that's going to look like going forward, because I think that personally this show is better than The Last of Us. Just the Last of Us, I would watch The Last of Us, I'd watch an episode, then I go look up stuff about it, and it'd just be a side by side exactly what happened in the in
Yeah,
the
they
game.
replicated the game.
And to me, that's just not really not a lot of creativity behind that, in my opinion.
It was cool. Don't get me wrong. It's very cool.
Like if I watch a movie, and then I go play the video game, and it's step by step everything that happened in the movie.
But if you've played the game for years,
like that's more creative technically than
yeah,
vice versa, because you have to make the game
you have to make it real.
seeming
Yeah.
But
reality as opposed to vice versa. But when you're as far as the storytelling element of it,
I have a theory as to why there's so many more.
To me, this is better because they have the ability. Fallout has the ability to just say, "Hey, we don't have a main character of this game.
Mm-hmm.
Like the main character of the game is the user. So anything that seems like familiar to the users of this game seems like to me you should be excited about." But a lot of people are having issues.
No, why they're not.
Why are you saying they're not?
So it's kind of a situation. So with The Last of Us, it's a completely 2-game, maybe was there 3, maybe property that's a completely original IP. There's no backstory. There's, other than the little bit of that you get there, it's a shorter timeline because you don't have hundreds of years between stuff. And so when you came over from the game and you've been playing this game for years and they went, "We're going to show you the game, but with people." And you're just like, let's do this. That was very cool. Don't get me wrong. Very cool. I'm really glad they did it. But with Fallout, the reason that there's more hate is because there's a bunch of Fallout games. And so it's the book is better than the movie problem, where they have a way that they decided it's gonna be, and they're seeing from the perspective of having all of that knowledge instead of going, Lucy don't know all that, the ghoul don't even know all this. Like he don't even know all this stuff that y'all know. So if you come in with the expectations that you are going to identify with the players or with the main characters, yeah, as in she's the player from the game. And he's a ghoul who's been out here a long time, but he's only been here. He's been in Los Angeles this whole time. He's not been other places since.
Well, not that we know of. 200
True.
years.
True. I'm sure that he went to New Vegas at least.
This is the thing. This is why I brought that up, is because it's been 200 years. We don't know what's been going on. And 200 years, you don't expect him to just stay in the same spot the whole time. But
well, we saw McCarran Airport too, right?
Say what?
You saw McCarran Airport at the end. It was like you saw the vertibird on the ground and the body and everything. It's like right at the credits. It's right at the credits.
What's your point in that we saw the airport?
So that's what lends me to think that it's nuclear related, because if I recall right, there was some kind of like super experimental thing going on at the airport that you have to do in the game, and you have to kill a ton of ghouls to get to it. So that'll be really cool to watch.
There's so much shit through this whole game that sometimes I'm like, is that even canon to the game, or is it just some extra shit that was in the game?
The businesses were in New Vegas. The businesses were all canon to the game. Like I recognized a couple of the names.
Yeah, no. Yeah, now there's gonna be a lot more.
The little red rocket ship and
there's a lot more to it. I don't want to ruin anything. From what I do know, I don't want to ruin anything.
I'm bad about that.
Alex.
Just to say one thing before we wrap it up. I do think that there is a tightrope to walk, and this is coming from someone who hasn't played The Last of Us or the Fallout games. I think it is a tightrope to walk with being like completely true to the source material and adapting it in your own way and like changing it for the narrative of like whatever medium you're doing it, like TV or movies or whatever, because you could make you could like I've seen people complain about comic book movies, like, oh, why didn't they just like do exactly what they did from the comic book? It's right there. And I've also seen people just like get upset that they like adapted complete like page for page from what it is from the comic books or from from the video game. It's like, that's not very original.
This is both.
So,
this is literally both those things at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
Well, that's what I meant, is that's where you have to that's where you have to find that medium. Like you can't do exactly what's in the book or in the whatever, and you can't divert completely off of what it is. It can't be Super Mario Brothers 1991 Super Mario Brothers. It can't be that. No,
you're right. But it, like also, I'm like the Zack Snyder Watchmen. I remember people saying like this just is like just page for page the comic book, except the ending. And like, was that bad? Is that bad?
Yeah,
to me, yeah, like it could be, but you wouldn't want it to be page for page. So what did I just say? What was the one that I just said?
Last of Us?
No, I was just saying it just now.
Oh yeah. Shit. Warning: marijuana affects the memory.
No, I can figure it out if I really want to.
Sorry,
I don't know why you did that, but anyway, the point being is that you can't just go right off the page if the page ain't long enough to make a motherfucking movie. Oh, like I was saying, Mario Brothers, you wouldn't want to have them go straight from the pages of Super Mario Brothers, right? Like you wouldn't want Super Mario.
That shit makes no goddamn sense.
Exactly. You wouldn't want that, but also
it still didn't when they tried to make it.
No, I'm saying, but also you don't want to just make your own fucking fantasy land that has nothing to do with the game either. You want to find somewhere
in the elevator doing this.
Also, I have a theory about that movie. Me and Alex got to do another video on that movie, because theory is that director had a sci-fi script that he couldn't get made into a movie. He was given this movie to make. He said, "This is my opportunity to make a fucking shitty ass sci-fi fantasy."
It was gonna be a bad sci-fi movie if it wasn't Mario Brothers.
I had this punk rock Land of the Lost script that I wanted to do.
Steampunk.
Steampunk.
God.
It was bad.
King Koopa is a white guy with a little nub on his. Like, what the hell was that?
That was a dope haircut. That was a dope haircut.
Oh my gosh.
Cornrow.
I think we've literally had 2 episodes where we talked about the Super Mario Brothers movie. I think we need a third.
If you include the episode where we talked about Super Mario's movie. If you include that doesn't hold up episode, you go over there. You go over there and check it out right now.
Have you ever had the thought, hey, I don't have a shirt on? Well, then you should consider perusing through the Drunk Banthas merch store. Just head over to the store tab on our YouTube channel to check out all of our very cool merch. There's legitimately a lot of cool shit there. Oh, I probably shouldn't say shit in a commercial. Well, but anyways, head to the Drunk Banthas merch store, where we have hats, hoodies, shirts, mugs, and a whole bunch of other cool shit with our stupid name on it. Stay safe, my little Banthas, and may the force be with you.
I'm glad I got that reminder to put on a shirt.
Yeah, put your shirt on. Put you some of this good goddamn shit.
I don't have on Bantha gear like Bill or Alex doesn't either, but I didn't know I was coming on.
I'm always in Bantha gear. If you see me out here, I'm wearing Bantha gear. You know what I'm saying? Bomba clot.
Yeah, I was laying in bed and you started like, I had to come on. So I had to like get up.
Hey.
And turn the computer on and all that. So yeah, I didn't know I was going to be here. So I get the pass tonight.
Faster than a pepper jack
Appreciate
rabbit.
you.
Faster
appreciate
than
you,
a
bro.
pepper jack rabbit. Yeah, man, we appreciate you coming on. Yeah, where can the people find you? Why not?
People can find me on Xbox most of the time, sometimes on SwoTour or on PlayStation. Otherwise, you can find me right here Mondays and Thursdays on the Drunk
Yeah.
Bantha streams. That's it. But I'm the fifth Bantha pretty much anywhere except for the PlayStation. I'm INENT. It's an old thing. Don't worry about it.
Yep. Little man, what's his name? Jedi Master Grayson? You dude. Where can the people find you?
Oh, me. Well, you can find me on the Drunk Banthas channel, and you can find me here on the Drunk Banthas streams channel every Monday at 8 p.m. Pacific time, and every once in a while I'll be here on the Bantha Bunch on Thursdays 8 p.m. Pacific time. And yeah, that's where you can find me, and yeah.
Hey, Bill, where can the people find you?
Oh, man, you can find me in the exact same place that you just heard both of them say that you can find them. There's no point in me saying it.
We're all in the same place.
Thursday, 8:15 p.m. Pacific time. This is the Bantha Bunch show because it's Thursday, bitch. We don't miss a day. So holla at your boy and come over here and hang out with me on Monday. It's our pleasure. It's our fun. And thank you for joining us. We'll see you Monday, next week, Saturday.
You did it, Alex.
Get your ass on.
Mr. President, thanks.